A very happy evening to one and all. A very happy evening, Subha ma'am, and all the other participants. I'm on behalf of Department of Psychology, American College, Madurai, Mental Health Webinar Series 2020, and on behalf of all the other associating institutes like Madras School of Social Work, Chennai, International Center for Clinical Psychology and Psychotherapy, Germany, MS Chalamuthu Institute of Mental Health and Rehabilitation, Madurai, Redpond Educational and Psychological Research Center, Madurai, and Psycho Oncological Association, Turkey. On behalf of all of us, I'm welcoming all the participants and the resource person for the day. And for our actually 244th session is today, and I'm really happy that all the participants are being a support throughout. So now I welcome Suresh Kumar sir to introduce the speaker for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya. Good evening to all, and I'm very happy to introduce today's speaker. And there is no much introduction needed for today's speaker, Dr. Subhasri, the Professor of Psychology, and as per my association with Subhasri ma'am, she's a very good trainer, I can say, very good trainer. And spontaneity in taking up that any kind of training, I found it is one of the quality. At present, Dr. Subhasri ma'am is working as a professor at Department of Psychology, Madras School of Social Work, Chennai. And earlier, she had an experience at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute. It is one of the institute of national importance, where she is the one instrumental for the Department of Career Guidance, Career Counseling, and later it was revamped into Counseling Psychology. And not only that, and she's having her own center called Vatsalya Center for Wellness, and it is going to be launched. And any of you needed for technical support, counseling, and training related to that wellness program, you can contact her at the end of the presentation. I think you will get more detail. And she's a affiliate member of different associations. As per my knowledge, APA, Indian Association of School Psychology. She is the founding member of Tamil Nadu Career Counseling, Tamil Nadu School Counseling Association, and so many, many more. And for her credit, she has published many articles, and she guiding many PhD scholars also. And you can take any sphere, counseling, academic, research, and all this. Here we can see her footsteps are there, and then very good resource person. On behalf of all the participants over here and from the core team member, I'm happy to introduce today's speaker. Over to you. We are happy to listen that mindfully mind our mind. Over to you.
Thank you, Suresh. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Actually, my laptop audio is not working. I couldn't listen whatever you said so far. Just now I connected with the mobile for the audio. Is it okay? Dr. Suresh?
Yes.
Is that the screen is on? Is it fine with you with the laptop and
Yeah.
the phone?
No, it is fine with me. It is very clear.
Thank you, sir. So, good evening, one and all present here. It's a fantastic moment for me being with you in our own webinar. We have been traveling right from the April. And we have been seeing a lot of topics, especially on all the aspects of positive psychology and also positive strategies. How we can keep up our mental health, how we can actually somewhere food for thought and food for well-being. We have been planting. And before I start a session, I would like to invite you all to listen to my small story. I also want all of you to really do this as a practice, okay? That one of the teacher is ready to teach thing on very rare aspect of very precious aspect of some knowledge piece. And when he was ready, he asked students, are you all ready? They said that I'm actually getting a lot of inputs about this. Every now and then I have been knowing on these aspects. I know what is it is all about. Some of them say. Some of them said that I know what is it is. So the teacher took them to the canteen. He took the cup and asked the person to pour tea for him. And he was pouring. And he said that when I say stop, only you should stop. Keep pouring it. So when we keep pouring, the already the cup is full. And when somebody is pouring and again, the other person stopped and asked, you are actually wasting the tea. It is going out of the cup. And he just said that if you already have so much inside, how can you get what is being given to you right now? You have to really empty your cup. So when you really want to refill something new, you want to learn new skills, you want to learn something very new aspects of your life, you have to really empty your cup now and then. Somebody is commenting that the voice is not clear.
Ma'am, sometimes it is breaking. No, sometimes it is breaking between.
Okay. So that is because I'm using this screen and as well as talking.
Okay, you can share your presentation to Ananya or Axia. They will present it from there. You can take care of presenting from you. Just.
There is technical issues here also. So there is network issues. That's why we are kind of not able to. I thought it was my network that caused the breaking actually.
No, it is not. It's not so. We'll find an alternative. Just a minute. And now you can you please speak now? Is he there?
Now?
Yeah, now it is okay. Can you? Yes, continue.
I think it is a problem of this headphone, I think. I don't know. Now is it okay?
Very clear,
Yeah, fine.
ma'am.
Fine. My voice is okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So I'm sorry, some technical inches and I am technically challenged person. Okay, bear with me. So with this note, I would like to request all of you to please empty your cup, which is very essential process in the growth. So now and then we have to really empty our cup to refill something new, refill something very, very important for all of us. So let us start with this particular smallest story to know how important for all of us to empty our cup to refill something very positive. And with note, I would like to start with this mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Is all about. It's originally developed in our Eastern. No, it is. We all have to be really proud that our culture has so much of potentials and so much of secrets, so much of treasure, and so much of energy in it. And that is the really an important matter. We all are not aware of much. So the mindfulness practice have been there for us right from the ancient ages. So it is from east, it has gone to west, and now it is packed with a beautiful package called mindfulness. And mindfulness is our there's a translation of ancient Indian word being in a sati, that is you are into an sanctity, that awareness and also attention and remembering, fully immersed into the awareness, attention and remembering. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are very well. Thank you.
Thank you. So moving on to this, a very important aspect of what we really meant awareness is all about. You have to really think of the awareness is from your heart. Awareness is not something on concentration. Okay, J.K. Krishnamurti, you might be knowing a great philosopher, J.K. talks about what is meditation, what is awareness. He says that awareness is totally different. It encompasses with a lot of attention. It is not all about concentration. Concentration is something you are pressurizing, conditioning, but awareness is all about already existing. You are just reliving it, just focusing and fine tuning to that presence, feeling the presence of it. That is very important of awareness. So the conscious of your experience is nothing but your awareness. Being conscious of what you are right now, being conscious of where you are sitting, being conscious of your engaged virtual mode, and being conscious of being connected to the entire environment and nature and Mother Earth. So that is a beautiful aspect we need to really look into. That without consciousness, we are zero. We have been traveling right from the childhood, even right from the womb. We all have that consciousness into flow. So we have to really be aware of it, how important this conscious flow is. So you are really nothing but your consciousness. So being in touch with your experience of that consciousness is all about awareness. And the other aspect is about attention. The attention is focused awareness. That is, already you are in the surface level of awareness. You are consciously connecting yourself to the world of experience, but now you are little focused on that awareness. You are little mindful on what is that you are doing. That is sustained attention on something which you are really chosen to. You are chosen right now with this virtual media to listen to me. That is your attention now. You have really fine-tuned your attention. That is your focus of awareness. And the other aspect is about the remembering. These three aspects of awareness, attention, and remembering are part of your mindfulness entire spectrum. You have to be actively engaged in all these aspects continuously, like a river, like a flow. It has to be connected to each other, like a real you may not know the difference of what is first, what is second. It goes into and flow. That is very essential. Remembering is the aspect of mindfulness. It's about remembering to pay attention. Now I have shifted because of sound or something or some disturbance, remembering to again shifting my attention towards what is that I'm focusing on, what I need to focus on, the experience of that particular moment I need to focus on. That is something is mindful. Being mindful is easy to forget because it is something which you don't actually carry every now and then, because it is a momentary base. That is the reason you have to really remember to put back your focus awareness onto that particular area of where you are focusing. So this is an helpful tips for all of you to think about awareness, attention, and remembering. All these aspects could be possible only if you really starting practicing it. And the practice should not be from a very essential aspect. It should not be an enforced one or a conditioned one. It should be very natural in the way it has to be. That's the reason mindfulness is picking up and like a very important aspect in all the therapeutic conditions. So I'm going to give you what is mindfulness, how you can practice it, what is mindfulness meditation, and as well as I'm going to give you a little tips of how you can meditate right now for 5 to 10 minutes, and as well as very importantly one note and therapeutic condition, how you can practice mindfulness. So having set an understanding about what is mindfulness, what is the way I can discover my mindfulness? What is that I can actually get into? How I can reach into the state of mindfulness? That is a kind of a journey. It is not just a result. It is a journey. It is a process. Rather than what is the result? A plus B is equal to what? Like not AB. It is all about the entire process of A and B is getting merged, emerged, submerged, and into an kind of a combination of A, B. That is the important aspect of mindfulness. So mindfulness means paying attention on purpose in present moment with qualities like compassion, curiosity, and acceptance. You completely accept whatever comes in. Let it be bad or good. Let it be warm or cold. Let it be anything of a kind. It is okay to accept and keep it as a part of our journey. It is a kind of a curiosity to know further. Go deeper, and be aware. Explore the awareness rather than curtailing with conditions. And moreover, the quality with the compassion. Compassion is the part of kindness and empathy, and as well as love is combined together. You are able to empathize with yourself. You are able to love the way you are proceeding over the journey, and you are the master of your own journey in that mindfulness. So having said these qualities like compassion, curiosity, and acceptance, if you put forth, that is something called an right attitude to set forth for yourself to get into the journey of mindfulness. So if you are ready with this kind of an quality within yourself, you can anytime practice and anywhere you practice. So JK also talks about anywhere you can meditate. If you really wanted to, you are ready, you really are traveling in bus, you are traveling in a train, you can actually meditate. You can be aware of what is going on in your mind. Just being purposefully connecting, paying attention with your thoughts. Just being connected with your thoughts. That's enough. And discover how to live in the present moment in an enjoyable way rather than worrying about the past or being concerned about the future. That's a very effective part of being in moment, living in the moment. You know about that, and very important aspect of everyday living. And the Buddha philosophy, the Suism also talks about that if you really see the flower, it never feels bad that I'm going to perish tomorrow. I'm going to leave my footprint. Just I'm going to live only for today. It just blooms with the beauty of whatever it could be, the possible way on that particular day with that moment. That's enough. It lives its life fullest. That is a very essential aspect. That's why it is called the present, the gift. No, you would have seen the Kung Fu Panda movie, no, that says that the Kung Fu Panda is asking, it's worrying about what is happening. I don't have anything big. So don't think about the past. Past is a history, and the present is something very great and gift. That is why it is called something is called present, and the future is all about the mystery which you don't know about that. So that is an aspect we all have to really carry about that, not worrying much of the past and not about carrying or concerned about the future. Just traveling about the present moment is all about important, and that is possible if you are mindfully aware and keeping your attention in a sustained way and remembering to pay attention on mindfulness. The past has already gone. It cannot be changed, as I told, because the situation doesn't have in control the past, which it doesn't have in control right now. You cannot arrive to a future right now because you are completely unknown of what is it. You are at present rightly with the connection of what you are being with, isn't it? So that is the present moment. It is very important. Ultimately, being in that only moment you have is something called mindfulness. If you are connecting with me within all the limitations I had, like an audio or an video, all this combination, I'm not able to see all you guys, but I'm talking with the fullest attention that I should be able to reach you all. That's all. My focus is entirely with you right now. And the mindfulness shows you know how to live with this moment in a harmonious way. There are a lot of things are happening around. There is a lot of things are to crib about, but you are living with an harmonious. You find out how to make this present moment more wonderful, pleasant, and also feeling that the peace are create, and it is also something which is very pleasant to cherish, kind of we relate something food. In a moment we saw the food, the color of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, everything goes into, all our senses are focused into that. So we are really ready to create, decide, and also listen, think and smell and act and live, and the oru pulliyila ellam inayirudhu. That is something called mindfulness. So this is what is about the entire discovery of knowing that whether I am in a mindfulness track. That is a very essential aspect we all need to practice. And if how it is going to be useful in therapy, because the therapy is nothing but an paying an utmost attention, being in human presence with an active listening throughout your living and the journey with the other therapist. In that case, you have to be really prepared to be with that person without using all the aspect of mindfulness. Mindfulness can be cultivated by paying attention in a specific way, that is non-reactively, non-judgmentally, and open-heartedly, which is very much essential for your therapeutic alliance, isn't it? All the therapeutic alliance, irrespective of all the school of thoughts, talks about non-judgmental attitude, open-hearted, openness to listen, and also non-reactive, rather choose to respond and reflect on the feelings, isn't it? So in that aspect, it is possible only if you are able to practice mindfulness, the awareness, attention, remembrance. It is like a flow of screenplay. Every screenplay in the movie has small bites, units, and every unit has a beginning, a body, and an end. The end is a connection with the other, small bit, that bite beginning. There is a continuity. So that's like a flow. That is very essential part in your therapeutic alliance and therapeutic conversation. In that therapeutic conversation, if you're able to, work with non-reactively, non-judgmentally, open-heartedly, with all the possible mindfulness practices, it is highly therapeutic. I'll tell you, it is healing even for a therapist. A therapist will feel an healing after entire session. So paying attention is first in the therapy. Dr. John talks about this. He talks about it is to be mindful. You need to pay attention whatever you choose to attend. Right now, with the commitment of 1 hour or 1.5 hours, I choose to pay attention only on the screen with my own friends who are listening to me unconditionally. That is a very important aspect I need to really look in. Like that, with the therapy also, you connect with the client with a notion of paying attention fullest possible. And the other one is about the present moment. You have to really be with the present with the client. Otherwise, you will miss out a lot of clues. You will miss out a lot of aspects which is not been dealt very smoothly by the client, and you may be missing out what is the client is resisting for, and you will be missing out what is the client is struggling to talk about. So you really need to be in the present moment and be with the client at now and then with the present moment. That is very essential aspect of therapeutic alliance. And then non-reactively, normally when you experience something, you automatically react to that experience according to your past conditioning, isn't it? The way, if there is no an audio working, if I have been conditioned to, oh, this is audio is not working, I have been looking like I show faces like this, it really disturbs my mindset for today, isn't it? Without getting into the conditioning of past experience, I would like to rather look on what best I can do with the minimal efforts. That is very essential. So without putting in past experience into the present moment, it is very essential part. That's the reason you don't react. When the past experience comes, you started reacting because something is there back of your mind, how you reacted earlier for that particular situation. Now you don't carry that memory which is not required for the current moment. So not reacting in a conditioned past way, that is a very essential aspect. Non-reactively. And the other aspect I shared with you is non-judgmentally. The temptation of judging experience as good or bad, black or white, or like or dislike. This person is nice or not nice. That's essentially has to be removed from if you're a therapist. You have to really work on this every day in this aspect of not judging a person based on any of the background, any of their education, any conditions attached to them. There is nothing attached to them. You have to really look them at this moment. This person is connecting with me. That is a very essential aspect, being an human connection. That I really feel that it's a bliss, feeling it a bliss, that I don't feeling afraid of talking anything to you. I don't actually, letting go of all my feelings and expressions. I've never been so open to even myself. I've never even spoken to mirror like this, but I am talking to you because I know you don't judge me. Such a kind of an, openness you must have. That is a very essential aspect. Even when you are being mindfully practiced, if within yourself, when you are introspecting, when you are following your thoughts, you should be non-judgmental about your own self. That is a very essential aspect. So if you are personal, if you know whenever you are talking with a person, you filter, and your personal judgments you keep it ahead, and socially appropriate way you just smile and cover up with colors and fabrics. That you don't do it in mindful practice. You just open it up. You just tell them, I could see that the pain in you, you are resisting, you are not able to talk about that. Is it so much difficult for you to share? If you ask them, they feel that they are with that. And it is like a knot is there. If you really want, the knot is very tight. That means the resistance is very tight. You really wanted to untie us, you have to loosen up, no? You have to loosen up, and then only you can tie it, untie it very easily. That is the essential aspect in your therapeutic process. You are loosening up, you're traveling with them, you are also acknowledging the aspect of what they are going through mindfully at present. Even they're resisting because you may judge. That aspect also you are breaking the myth of I'm not judging you, I'm here with you, I'm traveling with you. That aspect has to be told them, expressed to them, and moreover you should also genuinely be like that. That's very essential part. And open-heartedly, that is open-heartedness is very essential aspect of any therapeutic alliance. Mindfulness isn't just an aspect of a mind. Mindfulness is the heart as well as you feel what the other person feel. You are accepting the other person as they are. You are accepting what is that the person is talking about, the quality of kindness, compassion, warmth, friendliness, all your experience has been felt by them. That is, you create such a kind of an empathetical environment where you make them aware that I am an unconditional friend traveling with you. The friend, not in the notion of any kind of friendship we are carrying, a person who accepts you as you are. Such a kind of open-heartedness is with me. Even it is a threatening situation, even it's a filthy topic, or it's a filthy aspect of yourself, something very dirty, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to judge it. That's a very essential aspect we all need to really look in. Am I audible for all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. So how can we develop this? So I am having set the floor that it is very essential. It is a very essential aspect for the therapeutic alliance. I'm bringing to the next the note is how can I develop that living in the moment. If you are walking on the seashore, if you have been thinking about your office and what you conversation you had with your boss, and you are also remembering what your wife said that today you while you are coming back you bring me this aspects from the supermarket, and you are also thinking of and something which you have been forgetting for a quite long time. You really miss out the beautiful scene of the seashore. Can you bring it back once you come back home? You will buy all these things and come, but you may not be able to recollect what is the beautiful scene you have seen in the seashore. So living in the moment is very important. Let it come, whatever it may be. In a chosen moment, I have an orientation only for this present moment. I really wanted to live in this present moment. That should be your choice. You have to really consciously make that choice. Otherwise, it is not an easy job also. Eating with awareness, the simplest part of doing it. Once I think one of the TED talk, Madhavan shares this experience. He has been into an Costa Rica for an regeneration camp or retreat camp. He has been there, and where he is experiencing the same Eastern philosophy, the Indian philosophy has been taught. Living mindfully, nothing but eating mindfully. They have given 2 slices of bread and asked them, this every every bite has to be 10 minutes in your mouth, and you have to chew it Make it liquid. The solid has to become liquid and then drink it. The solid food has to be drunk, and the liquid, that is the water, you have to chew and have. So you just think it is an opposite way we all are doing. It is an opposite thing we all have been imagining so far. If you really think of an fruit, a beautiful fruit color, you should have a melting and watering mouth. You should really have such a kind of sensation. You should have that connection with all the senses. If you really peel the banana, looking at the banana, the yellow color, and opening it, peeling the banana, you are having a touch with that banana, and then every bite you are you allowing your saliva to actually merge with the banana and give the signal to your brain saying that the food is on the path. Please be ready with your digestive juice. If you give the comment, only the insulin starts secreting. We are damaging so much of our hurry food, so which is the quick food, the what is that called, the fast food. All these are very damaging for mindful awareness eating. So be very careful on even the smallest. Even if you are eating curd rice, tair sadam, eat it with your hand, feel it, smell it, chew it, and also enjoy. Now with the COVID, people come to know about importance of smelling and taste. Otherwise, some people with a positive, they say that I don't have the smell, I don't actually have a taste. Otherwise, nobody bothers about it so far. Never thought about smell or taste. They have been gulping it. Now we have to be really careful on eating process also. Sleeping with awareness. The greatest challenge, I'll tell, because sleeping itself is not, you are not in your awareness, isn't it? When you slip into sleep, that is, you are traveling from a lucid and getting into the subconscious level, and then you are sleeping. You are not at all aware of what is going on the sleeping process. But if you are, the moment I ask you morning, get up, it is 5 o'clock, immediately what do you say? I want to take 5 minutes. Can you just allow me for 10 minutes? You ask, no? You are been sleeping for 7-8 long hours, but till the 10 minutes matters to you, because with an awareness you sleep. With an awareness you slip into that. That means you are making yourself ready for the sleep is very important. Feeling that I'm traveling into the sleep, and I'm also is very the kind of a feeling oriented towards the sleep, and also the thought process and awareness about the sleep is very essential for all of us. During that process itself, you will identify that how much we are deprived of. Something, and very interesting fact we have we have seen in the WhatsApp today. I've noticed that you can also gimmick, or you can actually cheat your brain that you have slept very. You can start feeling that, wow, what a beautiful sleep I had, what a deep sleep I had. Actually, you would have not had even just 4 hours, you would have slept. You can say it to yourself and feel it, that what a pleasant sleep. Even 4 hours was very deep sleep I had. If you feel like that, your brain started believing it, it seems. Then you tend to fake your brain, it started believing it. The same thing, if you have been able to be getting an awareness level, and if you are able to sleep with an awareness, that is an essential aspect of it. And then doing anything with focus at this moment, whatever you have chosen to do, let it be watching a movie, let it be drawing something, let it be doing a cooking, let it be on anything you are engaged in, even the intimate relationship you are having with a partner. All the aspects has to be with the greatest focused attention. If you are able to do that, you will find it awesome energy in you. I'll tell you, you will find it very happy at the end while doing anything. You feel a sense of accomplishment, you feel the sense of mastery, you feel that you have done something very great job. Even though in a given moment I choose to do this with the greatest focus, that gives you a lot of happiness, satisfaction. That's very essential. And sitting, just being you, that is a very essential aspect. I'll tell you, it is the greatest challenge is being with yourself. Just being with yourself, accepting you as you are, that is the greatest challenge. So sitting, just being you, is the greatest. Not into the role of someone, not as a parent, not as in something. You as a person, just being you as a person, sitting with yourself is the greatest challenge. So plan for me time on introspection. This metacognition has really helped a lot of people to regenerate themselves, rebuild themselves, and retreat themselves. That's a very essential aspect of life. Kindly have me time for yourself. Let it be anything, and let a journey for sometimes, let it be an alone. You go for an kind of an walk alone. You be with yourself alone. Sometimes you spend somewhere you have been longing for an alone, I mean solo trip. Then you'll find it beautiful understanding of this awareness and being mindful. And then being with nature. A lot of researchers have said that being with nature, nurturing nature, being just connect with the nature and feeling the nature. For example, if you really wanted to be with the nature, it's not seeing a glance. It is all about seeing the beauty of it and enjoying it, being into that, the serenity of, that comes into yourself. If you are being in a peak of an mountain and see that clouds are coming very near to you, the white and blue clouds are just coming near to you, and feeling the beautiful breeze touching on yourself, and also feeling the smell, the fragrance of the nearby plants and other, the green and the mud, everything. If you really think and relive and also be connected to that nature, and it gives you a lot of mindful practices. Anything artwork with heart, that is a very essential aspect. Without heart, if you are doing for namke vas, please don't do it. Don't just do anything and artwork by wasting the paper and pencil and anything. If you are involved, even the savviest thing will become a beautiful art, a beautiful modern art, if you involve yourself in that. So with an heart, if you start working, that is mindful in even in art. And mindfulness, through doing mindfulness meditation, is in a daily basis, because we all know that as a psychologist, as a professionals, and we all are working from various walks of life, we know that if you really wanted to form any habit, you require a continuous practice. And if you really wanted to make it as part of your everyday practice and everyday living, then it requires number of hours. There is one book studied, it says that if you practice anything for 10,000 hours, you become expertise on it. You get, you get into that kind of the field of, where you can actually train yourself for anything. If you really genuinely be with 10,000 hours of practice, anything. So be mindful enough for practicing every day, that also. Having said that, the mindfulness, you can just think of even anything. So all of you, I just wanted all of you to be, travel with me, along with me for a while. So close your eyes, because if your eyes are open, you tend to look into everything around. It is better to close your eyes. Trusting all, I'm not able to see you because I'm presenting the screen. I'm just trusting that you all are practicing what I'm saying. It is your choice. If you really wanted to do it, you can do it. Hoping that you all have closed your eyes. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale it. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale it. At the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are just focusing on the breath without any kind of an, urge towards it. Just carefully and just a relaxed way, you are just focusing on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You were just focusing on your breath. You are inhaling a lot of oxygen. It's going inside. You are feeling it in the tummy and exhaling slowly. Again, taking a deep breath. As comfortable as possible. Just exhaling it. It's okay to do in your own pace. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale it. Just take a deep breath. Slowly exhale it. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale it. You have been so far focusing only on breath. Just focusing on the breath gives you a lot of awareness. Just feel when you are breathing the entire body aspects, how it is actually going. When you breathe in, your tummy pops up and you feel the energy is spread all about. When you breathe out, you are feeling relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in with the ease, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just focusing on the breath gives you a lot of attention towards your body. Breathe in, breathe out. When you are really feeling relaxed, just open your eyes. I request some of the participants has actually unmuted yourself. Kindly, mute yourself since we are practicing something very, very important for all of you. Let us not disturb others. Thanks for your cooperation. So, we have just one minute part of the breathing exercise. When you really do that, you will feel that you are really relaxed. Nothing you have done, just brought an awareness towards your breathing. So if you are, if you go and gaze stars, cloud gazing, you can do an exercise, mindful exercise. Any time you spend with a plant or a cooking, or you take care of your pet, being with your pet, or you are doing a meditation, or anything you do it, anything you name it, even you take a bath, beautiful, relaxing bath with a mindfulness. If you are, there is one author called Prabhanjan in Tamil. He says that if you go and stand on the shower and just put and soap, wash yourself, that is just kaluval. In Tamil வந்து kaluval. But if you are really enjoying your bath, that is if you really been into a river and drenched into that, and you have been submerged into water and played and you would have come out of it, that is something called kuliyal. That is very important aspect of it. Is just a washing rather than bathing. So be very mindful. Even you are, while you are bathing, you can be mindful. So that is the aspect of mindful practice in everyday living. That small aspect of mindfulness, what is that it really gives you? So having practicing of all this, what is that I'm going to take out? What is my takeaway? How I'm going to be benefited? That will be back of your mind. I know that. because our human mind will always think of what is the benefit of it, isn't it? So the feeling of your own breathing is very important. Now with this COVID, everybody is talking about how important to breathe properly. People are talking about pranayama, which has been told by ancients, Veda, period. People are talking about, why don't you do pranayama? We do this nadi suddhi, this suddhi. People are spending across the WhatsApp messages of how to cleanse your entire, lungs, how to cleanse your head portion, how to cleanse the entire respiratory, tract. All that they are putting. What is important? It's all about breathing, isn't it? So when you have been mindfully practicing breathing, you need not actually worry about all this. You are actually judicially supporting all your organs with enough of oxygen. That's itself is enough, because your oxygen is taking you. As soon as the body is recognized, the person, human being, has been recognized as body, that the moment it is, the oxygen is gone, isn't it? So oxygen is very important for all of us, that you can realize with this. And any one of your senses, if you lose it only, you will know the importance of it. If you don't have a smell for 45 days, you know how horrible it is. You cannot taste anything, because taste and smell is connected to each other. Your olfactory lobe is not working, then you find it horrible, isn't it? So unless you are blessed with so many things, you do discount it, you don't be mindful. That is a very essential part of it, living with all the senses every now and then. And your body, you actually take care of your body. The body is a temple. You are living in this temple with your atma, that is your God. So taking care of your body becomes a precious, utmost responsibility for all of you, that you are taking care while you are being engaged in that. And throughout, with this, all this process, the thoughts and emotions, you are back and forth with thoughts and emotions, isn't it? You cannot segregate this. With the fine tuning of your mindfulness practice and meditation, you can be in touch with this. You can know that what is going on within me. You will watch your thoughts. You know how these automatic thoughts emerge. How you will know that how it is disturbing your emotions also. When you are being aware of, it is easy for you to repair. If you are not being aware of, it is easy even to fix it by someone else. So let us be very honest in practicing for ourselves, and whatever is the most predominant in your awareness. Now, at present, what is my awareness is required, being connected with you in the virtual mode. It is that the entire screen, if I'm aware of, I'm talking, I'm visualizing all of you. I feel that at this present moment is very important for me to convey a very responsible aspect of mindfulness. Then I feel very energetic. I'm being aware of it. I'm using all the prepared thing towards yourself. So that is very essential aspect of practicing mindful meditation. So what is mindful meditation? It has two aspects. One is all about formal meditation and informal meditation. The formal is training yourself, mind training. Every day you take time, internally take time and embark and notice and meditate as a practice. Every day 4 o'clock I meditate. Every day 5 o'clock I meditate. You say it to yourself, no? That is something you schedule eating and doing it every day. And that gives an opportunity to deepen your mindful practice, because the day you start with the cycle, you may not be able to do all the gimmicks and tricks and circuits. But if you have been practicing for quite a long time, your brain is tuned for all the psychomotor coordination, as well as balancing, as well as the presence of environment. When you are being tuned with all this, aligned with all the three aspects, you are able to do gimmicks. Without hands, you are able to pedal free, and you can go on. That is the trick of it, isn't it? So spending that much of time, the mind training is required for all of you, that habitual tendency to get into mindful practice. That is possible only if in effort mindfully for doing that meditation. And the other aspect is informal meditation. That is the way what you are doing in everything you do it, anything you are doing, even a driving, talking to your friend, walking on some seashore, or something you are working at your place, or you are cleaning, you are putting in drawing, you are putting rangoli, you are actually doing puja, you are cooking, anything you name it. It is focusing on that particular moment. And it is a meditation, they say. The fullest focused attention is meditation. If you are focused enough in that aspect, you feel fully energetic, and the end of it, you should not feel drained after finishing a job. You should feel energized. Then you would have done it with a satisfaction. You are involved in it, the flow is there, means you have already done a mindful meditation through that work. That is the reason the Bhagavad Gita says the work is worship. The karma yoga talks about this. Anything you do with a mindful awareness, anything if you have been practicing with a fullest attention, you become the god of your own self. That means you govern your own karma. He says that in all the aspect, Arjuna is raising so much of question that whether I should do this, whether I should get that. He says that anything and everything you do becomes a meditation. It's a prayer. It is in submission to God. If you do it with fullest attention, the focused attention, that is what is all about the informal meditation. If you are a person with a fullest fine focused attention, you can do meditation even at Mount Road. That can be possible. So that is what is all about mindful meditation means. One can rest in a mindful awareness at any time of the day, even with a travel, even with your walking. A short nap with an awareness gives you a kind of rejuvenation. That is a very important aspect of informal meditation. If you practice both, of course, like Buddha, you will get enlightenment at any point of time, because we cannot say that only Buddha got enlightenment. In our own life, everybody is getting enlightenment at every now and then, but we don't compare with Buddha. We just say that we are an ordinary person. I don't say that it is easy to achieve like Buddha. What I really mean to say is you can practice mindfulness to get enlightened to yourself. That is a very essential aspect I would like to say. So let us do little meditation mindfully 10 minutes. If you are really ready with that, is it okay with you all? May get one audience yes, so that I can proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Okay. So I request all of you to kindly close your eyes, because the moment you close your eyes, you are traveling inside rather than out. Kindly close your eyes. Sit very comfortably. If you have any tight clothes, loosen up little. If you are not comfortable to switch on your video, it's fine. Make it comfortable as you are. Sit in a very comfortable posture. Let the spine be erect. Let the spine be erect in a relaxed way. Let it not be forced way. Let it be erect. Close your eyes. Just move your shoulders little. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Thank you. So shake your hands little bit so that the restlessness or a kind of an anxiety little settle down. Be in a closed eyes position in a relaxed way. Spine be erect. If you really want to be comfortable, you can be in the chair little resting position, but your spine is erect. Just focus on your breathing for some time. You are focusing on the breathing in a very comfortable way. You are not forcing on it. Just do it with the ease. While you are focusing on your breathing, you are just being aware of where you are sitting. Your spine is touching the back of the chair. Your hands are touching the arms of the chair. Or you are sitting on the floor, feeling that your bottom, the limb, and the legs are connecting with the floor. Just being aware of the sensations of your entire body. You are listening to me with utmost ease and just being focusing on the breath. Every breath you are inhaling makes you feel really comfortable. You may be getting pondering thoughts, good, bad, something or the other. Let it be. Just let it be. Just experience the emotions and thoughts which has been pondering over. Just be aware of the moment right now. You are breathing, your heart is beating, your body is sitting. All your senses have been aware of what you are doing. The flowy thoughts, whatever it may be, just observe it. Just being attentive on the perception of what it is right now. Your breath is purifying the entire system. Just be aware of whatever is coming across. There is a sound, there is a fan sound, there is a minute sound around you. Let it be. Just be aware of it. Let the thought comes and go. Just be aware, not to control. Be aware of the entire senses, your body sensations, your breathing, your warmth of your body. The heartbeat. Just be with you. Be aware of the moment without suppression. Just travel with this experience. Let the thought come and go. Like a river, let it flow. Just observe it. Let the emotions flow freely. It's fine, whatever it may be. Just go through it. Allow yourself to be naturally relaxed. Allow yourself to be comfortable enough. Allow yourselves to be enjoying this moment. Allow yourself to empty your mind. Allow yourself clean your mind. Every breath you take in, cleanse yourself without an anxiousness. Just do it ease. Being aware of this present moment is just a bliss, fulfilling. Observe silence for quite some time. Thank you. Slowly open your eyes. So you can actually record your experience. You can record whatever you really felt. Somebody would have felt heavy, somebody would have felt light, somebody would have felt disturbed, somebody would have felt uneasy, somebody would have felt whatever it may be. Somebody would have felt relaxed also. In that case, whatever it may be, it is your experience. So accept the experience right now also. It takes some time to really feel, the difference and really make yourself to go into that flow of mindfulness. So there is a subtle difference between being mindful, that is the mindfulness practices, and relaxation. You might be knowing in therapeutic conditions we use relaxation a lot, isn't it? The mindfulness is all about, allowing, space to heal. And, the very important aspect is, the mindful practice is something which you are not having a manipulation of it.
You don't control over it. Let it happen whatever it may. And you don't actually, do it in a purposeful way or a conditioned way or a fixed scheduled way. You just allow it as it happens. That is mindfulness. You just observe it. You become a witness of it. You don't actually correct it. You just have a focused attention on it. Just forcefully do that. That is, concentration is not there, attention is there. There is a lot of difference between concentration and attention. You just do it as an attention, not as an concentration. So you are traveling your journey, your process, with just attaching as a witness. You are observing it entirely. It is mindfulness. But relaxation is you are purposely doing it with an kind of a practices, a conditioned kind of, for example, clutching your hand, making yourself, muscles have been toned and little relaxed, and relaxation commands have been given. All this has been practiced, but this is not an, mindfulness not has been manipulated at any way. It has been just witnessing what is it is. But relaxation, we do a lot of manipulation to make it, feeling warm and feeling cold, feeling the pressure in the points, and also relaxing it kind of. We use the autonomic nervous system as a command. We give the command and relax it. But mindfulness, just witness it, what is happening is all about. Having said what is it, what is the benefit it gives me? The magic of mindfulness, allowing a space to heal. When you're just being with yourself without any kind of a judgment about your own self, it is a healing, isn't it? Just allowing your thoughts to pause on, allowing your feeling to flow on. That is a healing. That is very essential aspect we all require. And enjoying the greater relaxation. Once you finish, you feel it is totally relaxed. That is a beautiful aspect of mindfulness practice. Improving productivity. If you have been start working with a fullest attention, you will see that your productivity is increased and you are able to give your fullest potential. That is a very important aspect in mindfulness practice. And exploring the personal discovery. You are going inward. The journey is towards yourself. The self-realization path, we are moving on that creative path. It is beautiful discovering your one own self without any kind of coloring, without any kind of fragrant, kind of an fragrance attached to that. You just accept what it is. The personal discovery is taking place. And boosting your immune system, which has been well spoken during this COVID period. If you have been doing meditation for quite some time, it actually enhances your immune system, because you are relaxing yourself. You are able to neutralize, that is a neutralizing effect takes place within your body of all the chemical imbalances, getting cured on its course. It is not you are doing any kind of a meditation, I mean to say take medicine or pills or anything. You are able to practice it without any kind of an excess of anything, and it is making you to realize you are satisfying. And of course, if you are serotonin, dopamine, and endorphin, and also the oxytocin is secreting, you all know that how it actually helps the immune system. So this mindful practice helps you the hormonal secretion also into an balancing way. Equilibrium has been maintained in your body, the chemical equilibrium, and reducing pain, because the mindful pain reduction is also the one of the practices there. If you start looking at the pain and details of it, just analyzing it, going in detail, it doesn't actually, just witnessing the pain rather than feeling for it. If you, most of the time, what has happened is something very little, but what we think about it, what we feel about of this mindfulness in reducing pain. And also, you don't worry about ruminating about what is the past while you are practicing mindfulness. That helps you to reduce the pain of your emotional pain also, which is very important. Calming the mind. You feel that your calmness is there, peace is there, a great sense of like a serenity is there within yourself. And then a very important aspect, listening to your thoughts. You never give such a kind of unpaid attention for your own thoughts so far. You really give much importance to your thoughts. Now you will be able to bring your thoughts into an awareness level, so you can actually govern that also. That's a very essential aspect. And then making better decisions, because you are in a fully awareness, you know what is the pros and cons. You don't have a kind of an hiding for yourself. You know what is your limitations very well, so making decision becomes an easy cakewalk for you. And coming to your senses, every now and then, if you are being in touch with the senses, that is, we call it, or am I making sense, is it a sensible decision, all that we talk about senses, no, that we never uses all the time, all the five. Now, not just five, it is more than five, it is eight. As a practitioner, all these senses are getting into the tone, all are aligned, all have been very importantly giving you an information and clues, have an awareness about what is that you are doing. It's a very important magical moment if you practice mindfulness. And what is the mantras from Mahans? I would like to mention about our Eastern, philosophical notes, what they have been talking. There are a lot more is there, but I'm very few. The secret of health is both mind and body, is not in a moon of the past or worry about the future or anticipate about the troubles. It's to be live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. At the living earnestly, fullest moment right now, what Buddha talks about. That is mindfulness. And self-knowledge leads to a freedom. It is about elevating your awareness, your own, and you have a guts to witness what is your thoughts all about. Have guts to witness what is your feeling all about, with a genuine connection. No, that itself is something, is end of suffering. That is freedom from suffering. It's Ramana Maharishi talks about a great saint who has lived and who has made a mark, and who, something, Ramana Maharishi had cancer. He was being meditating. He never said about or complained about pain at all at any of his friends, or any one of them, or even none of the time he has shown it even in his face. That is only because of his meditation he was able to bear the utmost pain of cancer. He was actually bleeding, but it was not at all shown in his face. Such a kind of an peace he had, calmness he had, and kind of an enlightenment he had, because of the practice what he had. And the Eastern philosophy, witness, you are perfect, the whole, the complete, just you are. You are not part of it, you are the entire world. You are part of this universe, somebody said, no, you are the world inside. That is what is Eastern philosophy talks about. So your thoughts and emotions, what you have been made up of, you are just witnessing it. You are you make all that, believing in your organism that you are having a purpose. You are connected with the divine purpose. You have a purpose. What is that you are living every day? That natural state of being neutrally accepting yourself, no, that emerge only with the Eastern philosophy. That is possible only if you practice mindfulness. That is possible if you have been mindfully practicing mindfulness. So, the beginning of the voyage, how can I? Finally, I have found what is I needed to do. How I have to really be kind, keen, and find out how to do it. Being very curious, and being anticipation, you will never do that. Very, very happy to say that if you're very curious, oh, I found it, I'm going to do it, it is very difficult. I would like to share a story over here. The story is all about talking about the martial arts. Somebody says that the martial arts guru is teaching something, and somebody come and ask how much years I will take to master this arts. He says that 10 years if you really want to master. The person was impatient. He says that I cannot wait till 10 years. I would like to master. I'm ready to spend even 12 hours or 14 hours or 15 hours or 24 hours a day. Can it be little shorter this period? Then the guru says, then you will take 20 years to master it. So if you really anticipate with an anxiety, the journey becomes a very difficult one. So I'm going to do this, must be right. There is no perfection in this. I should be focused 100%. It is not possible at all. I'm going to try externally hard and I'll put in all the efforts. It is not at all possible. Be very realistic. I'm going to bring an attitude of kindness and curiosity and acknowledge whatever my experience is at best I can at this moment. That is enough. That is a very important beginning, the positive attitude towards the mindfulness. And I won't try too hard, nor I will give up. I'll stay somewhere in the middle and try every now and then to do my best on that particular day and moment. That's enough. My mind is bound to wander off. That's fine. It is okay. It is part of the meditation. I acknowledge it. I just witness it, observe it. That is fine. But I will keep working on it. It is the beautiful moment you can practice on. It is all about being, not just doing. So just being is very important. Allowing, being in the sense of awareness, acceptance, peace, stillness, silence, and every present and underneath of doing whatever you are doing. That is beautifully stated. Being in connection with every aspect of your life is just enough. Not focusing, concentrating with a lot of conditioning. You need not do that. So thanks for being mindful with me and traveling with me, and with all technical thing. I'm okay presenting like this. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. I know for the audio and talking, I know that I couldn't do the best because of this aspect of technology. It is fine, but in a given moment, I would like to really do the best. Being and living every moment is bliss. And if you really wanted to practice mindfulness or something you wanted to doing mindful living every day, you can join with me from November 1st and paying, just paying 100 rupees because it is all about professional practice and hours. That's the reason I'm charging it. And you also, pay something for as an energy transforming. So if you are really able to do that, and if you really want to join with me, I'm welcoming you. I'm not forcing you, it is your choice. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Over to the core team.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Subhasri ma'am, for that amazing presentation.
I think I have exceeded the time.
Exercises are very useful for me. Dear participant, if you have any questions to the speaker, you can unmute yourself, you can ask, or else you can post it in the chat box.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Dear participant, if you have any questions, you can ask. Yeah, there is an positive feedbacks or.
Suresh, am I audible?
Yes, it is audible. Okay, now there is one question which was asked earlier related to mindfulness. Whether mindfulness and meditation.
Members, am I audible?
Can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Dr. Subhasri ma'am is not able to hear me. Ma'am, can you please check?
No, she is on mute, sir. She is on mute.
Okay, I'll unmute her. Hello, can you able to hear me?
Suresh, am I audible?
Yes, audible. Can you able to hear me? I think there is an issue from. Okay. So
Thank you. I'm not able to listen to yourself, so you can actually post it in the chat itself. Thank you so much for the opportunity and bearing with me for so long.
Okay, I will take questions from the participant. I think if you are not able to hear, I will get back from them and then I will pass it to you in that WhatsApp group. And now I request Dr. Salim sir to propose a vote of thanks for the session.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh sir. It was my pleasure to talk to you, to give the vote of thanks today to our core team, ma'am, one of the co-member, Dr. Subha ma'am. Ma'am, it was really magical session, a complete mindfulness session. So we learned a lot today, ma'am. From the starting
Hope
point
the
of-
entire session you were able to hear me,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
because I couldn't hear anything from your side.
It's audible, ma'am.
நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க சார், அவங்க கேட்கல, நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க.
Yeah. So it was a very good session, and we learned a lot of tricks and formulas and about the
Someone asked about sleeping with awareness, ma'am. Is that my voice is clear? Thank you. Okay. It is sleeping with awareness is, I know most of the time we don't actually kind of being into the preparation of sleep and just getting into the mode of sleep. No, most of the time we just slip into that rather than being aware of it and practicing such a kind of a mindfulness. I'm on the bed, I'm orienting myself in the bed, and I'm just seeing all the aspect of my body, and also seeing settling of all the sensation down, and I could see that my heart rate is going round. I'm able to watch my breathing. I'm also slowly slipping into the sleep. No, that is something called, from your lucid consciousness you are slipping into. No, that is a very essential aspect. When you are doing that, it becomes a beautiful sleep awareness. So you are traveling inside that sleep awareness.
Salim sir, you can continue, and then we'll inform her later.
Fine, sir. So it was a very
Thank
nice
you.
session.
I'm not able to hear you guys, so you can actually post it anything if you really want it.
We
Sir,
learned
you
a
can
lot.
continue.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the session, it was a useful and fruitful practical session. It was an enlightenment session, and they empowered us actually. We learned a lot of things like living in the second, freedom from suffering, and freedom from the thinking, thoughts, feelings, all those things, a lot of formulas. And as ma'am said, it was psychometric coordination alignment. It was practically we learned how to do the informal mindful practices. So it was a very wonderful, magical session, and a lot of differences we found about relaxation and mindfulness practices. It was a very good eye-opening. So it was a really awareness session, and we got all our attention and complete mindfully involved in the session. So thank you, Dr. Swamam. I would like to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the American College Madurai and the MS Chellampati Institute of Madurai, Madras School of Social Work, Chennai, and Department of Psychology, Madurai Kamarajara University, and Red Pond Educational Psychological Research Center, and Psycho-Oncological Association, Turkey. So thank you all the participants. Thank you, Dr. Subha ma'am. Thank you for such magical session. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you all, and we will meet tomorrow with another session. Thank you, sir, for proposing what are thanks. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you all.